So, for a long time, I was obsessed with this idea of balance. I was always trying to get a balance of an equal amount of business and home life. And I realized that you can't have an equal amount at all times. And actually, you need to work in seasons. So there's seasons of my life where business is really, really busy and that takes off. There's seasons of my life where things settle down a little bit and family are priority. So I try to, as much as I can, have quieter periods during the summer holidays and things like that. But also just recognizing that if you are in a busy season, you are going to have times where you do need to stay up later. So a lot of the time I will I'll take the kids to school, start work at 9:30, then I finish at 2:30. I go and do the school pickup. I'm with my kids then until about 6:30. That's probably optimistic. It's probably more like 7:30 by the time I've wrestled these baby alligators to bed. But as soon as they go down, then I start work again. And I understand that that's not sustainable and I can't do that every night. I can't work until 10, 11 o'clock every night. But there are seasons in my life where that is really important. But something that I have done which made a big difference is I recognize that my creativity is very high in the evening, but my energy is low. So the evening is a perfect time for me to be on my laptop, designing stuff, working on stuff and doing that kind of thing. It's not the time for me to be doing calls. So I used to try and book in calls at that time and I'd be wrestling my kids to bed, trying to get them down and getting them stressed because I needed to get on a call. But I made the decision to not book in any calls in the evenings, and that made a massive difference. But I really love that time. I love the kids going to bed, and then I sit down, and then I'm, nerding out, doing my work. But I do think it has to be a flex. I think as long as I have all the elements that are important to me in my life in some format, then it doesn't have to be equal measures of each thing every single time. And that's how I found my balance.